Hey, Dolme here from CreativityWise. I just wanted to share with you my experience from yesterday doing some storyboarding. I really had fun, and it's not so easy for me to have fun storyboarding these days. So it was a big thing for me to have fun yesterday, and it was a really totally a process thing. So I wanted to share it. So here's what I did. Three things that I can think about that I did yesterday that made me really enjoy my day in storyboarding. And it was really a long day as well. It was like 9 hours, maybe even 10 hours of, straight storyboarding. In fact, I only stopped because my hand started to hurt. So I kind of reached my physical limit of storyboarding. And also, that was also because I was really having fun with it. So three things, as I said, that I can think about. First thing, I spent like half an hour early in the morning just kind of researching, going through really nice storyboarding that I've collected in my Pinterest account. I really recommend Pinterest for these kind of things, by the way. So I have this in Pinterest. I have a lot of storyboards that I collected over a few weeks. Stuff that really inspires me. So I went through it and I kind of even collected them into Photoshop and wrote a few words about this is something I don't do enough. This is something I don't do enough. Look at this kind of how this guy is drawing, which I usually don't do it that way. So maybe I should try that. So I really created a challenge for myself, an inspiring one. And when I started working, it was just half an hour. It wasn't a long time, but when I started working, I was so much into it. So I think that was the biggest thing, the most major factor of why I really had fun yesterday. Second thing that I think really helped was that I defined exactly what I was going to do. When I started working on the storyboard, you have a lot of ideas about what this is going to be, and you have to do all these drawings, you have to do all these backgrounds, you have to paint it with some tonal values, grays and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. And usually it can be really confusing, like what to do next, how well to draw this. Should I draw the whole thing with just doodles and then start making the doodles better? Or should I just go draw them one by one and make it really nice? So all this is, a lot of the time, is really unclear and it's confusing. And yesterday what I did, I really defined, I said, I'm going to do just one drawing per shot. I'm going to do the background nicely so I can use it, but I'm going to skip doing the characters nicely. I'm just going to do this one pose, doodle in the character, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. I called it layout, and I actually called the file that I was working on, I called it sequence this and that, layouts. So I knew that was my task. So the task was really well defined. And that also focused me and made it really easy to not to get sidetracked, not to go off on a tangent and start drawing stuff that's not in my task of doing these layouts. So just defining the task really well and even naming the file really helped. So then the third thing that I did was that I've taken a few really long breaks because it was going well, and I took the break when it was still going well. I said, consciously, I'm gonna take this break now and not when I'm completely tired and exhausted from the whole thing. So when I got back to the work, I was like really into it. I was missing it because I was going back to something I had enjoyed a couple of hours ago instead of coming back to something I felt really, really tired and out of tune with. So that was really also helpful to take a break before you get tired and not after you've got tired. So these are 3 things. You can try them out if you like. I'm going to just summarize. 1 was investing like half an hour in the beginning of the day just to research, to create a vision, to create an interesting challenge for myself. And then the second thing was to really define and even give a name to the stage I'm in, and kind of say I'm doing layouts and this is what it means and this is what it doesn't mean, and name it in the name of the file, and that sort of thing. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is to take breaks, kind of long breaks, and also take them before I get tired and not after I got tired. So you can try these 3 things out, and if it works for you, also if it doesn't, and if you have other ideas of how to have fun in your creative working day, let me know. Write me a comment, send me an email, whatever you want to do. Bye bye.